Hi class, these are the words that you need to know for Unit 1 citizenship. The first word, citizenship, is the way that we participate in political life, jobs that we have to do, and responsibilities that we have for our community. When you examine something, you look at it. We'll be doing a lot of examining this semester, looking at different things that relate to civics, our community, and the area that we live. When you interpret something, you explain something. A primary source is our pictures, documents, and advertisements. We'll be looking at a lot of pictures, documents, and advertisements this semester. A secondary source are writings by historians and those people, they use primary sources. When you create something, you make it. We'll be looking at a lot of maps this semester. On the right hand side is an example of a United States map. Diagrams. We will be using a lot of diagrams this semester. Also, you will hear me call diagrams graphic organizers. On the right hand side is a diagram that you'll see on a test. Responsibilities of a citizen. Okay? Here's an example of a table and a chart. This table and chart shows how teenagers, people your age, use social media sites. How many of you all have posted a comment on Facebook or you updated your status on Facebook? Here's another example of a table or a chart. This table or chart focuses on voter turnout by age in November 2008. If you look on the left-hand side, how many people between the ages of 25 to 44 turned out to vote for the 2008 election? Your answer should be 54.8%. Here's an example of a spreadsheet. This spreadsheet shows how many people showed up to vote during a primary election. A primary election is an election before the presidential election. Look at Virginia. Look at the D and the R. D stands for Democrat, R stands for Republican. Follow those numbers across so you can see the difference in votes. Okay, this is an example of a political cartoon. This cartoon was drawn on January the 26th, 2013 of this year. Why is this picture of a woman saying we can do it? Why is this a current event? Look at everything in the picture. And we will discuss this in class. This is an example of a political advertisement. We'll be working with political advertisements a lot during the semester. On the left-hand side is an example of a political advertisement from Barack Obama's campaign in 2008. On the right side is an example of Mitt Romney's political campaign that took place during 2012. Okay, I went over tables, charts, spreadsheets, and political cartoons and political advertisements. Graphic media. When we study graphic media in civics, graphic media is TV, radio, newspaper, and the internet. To distinguish, the word distinguish means when you explain differences. The word relevant means something that is important. Irrelevant means not important. Accuracy, fact, opinion. All of these words relate to things that we will study in civics. Accuracy is when you're right. Fact is a true statement. For example, Newport News is located in Virginia, or Passage Middle School is located in Newport News. That's a fact. Opinion is what someone thinks. And an example that I put here, I think chocolate cake is better than yellow cake. Identify means to point out. When you have a problem, that's a statement or a question that needs a solution. We'll talk about different problems in our class this semester. Recommend. When you recommend something to somebody, you advise them on something. Solutions. Solutions are ways we can solve problems. When you defend something, you support, you uphold it. Positions. We'll learn about different positions in civics. And positions are status and standing. Someone having a position in a community, or someone having a position about a political issue. A debate and a discussion, those words can be used interchangeably. A debate is something that you discuss and talk about. Discussion is the act of talking to others. We will have lots of discussions in our class this semester. Okay, moving on to the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment is an amendment found in our Constitution. It serves two purposes. It establishes citizenship, what makes you a citizen of the United States, and it gives us due process at the state level. I'll talk about due process later on in this presentation. Naturalization is a process. It's how a non-citizen becomes a citizen. Jurisdiction just means where you live. Okay, reside, that's another word that means where you live. Immigration. Immigration is moving from one country to another. Diverse. Diverse means different kinds. In this country, we are a country of diverse people. You have people that come to the United States from all around the world. You have people that come from China, Japan, El Salvador, the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Ghana, Nigeria. That makes us a diverse country. The First Amendment, in this class, we will study the First Amendment. And the acronym that I want you to remember is RAPS, R-A-P-P-S. RAPS stands for Religion, Assembly, Press, Petition, and Speech. The First Amendment guarantees us personal freedoms. Okay, that leads into freedom of religion. Freedom of religion means you can be any religion in the United States, or you cannot have a religion. And our United States government can't establish an official religion. So President Obama can't say, oh, everyone in the United States must be a Christian. That is not constitutional based on the First Amendment. Freedom of assembly is the right to gather with groups of people. Freedom of press is the right to criticize the government in newspaper. Freedom of petition is the right to question the government. Due process is protection from unfair government action. So that protects us against being accused of a crime and not having a trial. That would be an example. Laws or rules that citizens must follow. For example, we have speed limits, no texting while driving. Taxes. Taxes, that's money working people must pay. This money is used for public goods and services. For example, schools, parks, 911, all of those things are paid for with tax dollars. A jury is a group of people that decide if someone on trial is guilty or not guilty. A witness is when you see, when you hear something, when you testify. Consequences. Consequences are a result of something. Okay? I commit a crime, I am definitely going to face consequences. Armed forces. Armed forces, that's your military, our military, Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines.